What would you do if the first and only game you ever released exploded into a phenomenon that you couldn't control? Selling over 2 million copies and forming a fandom that is so ubiquitous it seeps into every corner of the internet. How would you feel knowing that everybody from Lil Jimmy down the road to the Pope was aware of this small project that you worked on mostly alone? As you watched it grow and spiral into countless alternate universes, entire musicals and fandoms that really like your characters, what would you do next? How do you follow up a game that became a phenomenon in its own right and left a lasting cultural impact? Well, if your name is Toby Fox, the answer is rather obvious. Do the same thing, but different. And thus, Deltarune was born. Beginning its episodic release on Halloween of 2018, Deltarune is essentially an official Undertale AU that stars suspiciously familiar human, suspiciously familiar goat, and purple dinosaur lady. On your adventure you will also find funny internet skeleton man, goat mum, and many more characters ripped directly out of Undertale. The general gameplay loop, aesthetics, and characters are not the only part of Undertale that Deltarune takes inspiration from. It also borrows the characteristic of having an absolute banger of a soundtrack. And so, refusing to play the game until it is completed, but desperately needing a sweet hit of that auditory goodness Toby Fox keeps hidden in that soap somewhere, I cracked, and I have been enjoying the soundtrack to the first 2 chapters of the game. So, if you would be kind enough to follow me on this adventure of indulgence as we rank all the songs in the first 2 chapters of Deltarune, I would be honoured. Before we get started, here's a brief rundown on how the tiers are going to work. S tier is where the absolute bops go, songs that I will listen to as a standalone experience, separate from the OST. The A tier are songs that I never skip when listening to the OST because I just love them so much they make me want to get up and dance, but I'll never listen to them on their own right. In the B tier are songs that I enjoy enough to whistle along with the tune to, but nothing that gets me up and moving, you know? C tier are where the alright songs that I don't often skip, but I may do depending on my mood end up. D tier are the songs that I almost always end up skipping, and F tier are the songs that I just don't want to listen to. You can expect many jingles to end up in this tier. And so, without further ado, here is a guy with absolutely no musical experience ranking all the songs in the Deltarune soundtrack.